Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another banging video, guys. Who knew that we would get to this point? But we're definitely here. So, let's fasten our seatbelts. It's gonna be a little bit bumpy. It's another Sean Diddy Combs freak off, experience. This young lady is telling TMZ because, as you guys know, TMZ has released a Diddy Downfall documentary. I didn't see Diddy's legal team going after TMZ to stop the release of this documentary, but they went after 50 Cent. That is still in the wranglings. We don't know the status of that as yet, but TMZ has released their documentary, and there's this young lady, Tania. Tania is talking about the time she showed up at a Diddy party and she saw little people there, and she was like, are those midgets? Because it has to be, right? It has to be. No, this girl has been to several events at Diddy's house. She also has another experience that she shared, but we want to look at this clip together, guys, because her experience, it is so shocking. But then again, if you have been keeping up with Miss Ali Carter, you would know that these things have allegedly taken place. But let's take a look at this clip together, shall we? And then we have to talk about it because these things are just so horrific, should have never happened. Let's take a look at the clip and then I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
My name is Tania Wallace. I am a singer-songwriter, and I was at I believe to be one of P. Diddy's freak-offs. 2018, I went to this freak-off. I looked to the right of me, and in the corner, I'm looking like, are those midgets? Because people were it's people over them, like it's people trying to hide what they're doing. They're all huddled up. So I'm like, what is that? But no, they weren't. They were little people. I don't want to say too much. They were little people. So use your common sense. Dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies, red lipstick, looking like real sexy, revealing like cute. So I'm like, what the hell?
What were the little people doing?
Getting covered up, trying to cover up what they were doing. Just, I don't know, like being admired, being hid, something. But it's like, what are they doing here? Because this is a grown party.
Are you talking about adults who are little people, or are you talking about minors?
Am I gonna get in trouble? I don't want to say I witnessed any of that crazy stuff, but we all have common sense. Little people that's not supposed to be there.
You're talking about underage people.
It's a shame.
So TMZ did that docuseries on Sean Diddy Combs. The title is Diddy's Downfall. If you guys want to see all of that interview, you can check it out, okay? They have released it on Tubi, I believe, because I see it on the screen. I believe it's Tubi. If not, I'm going to include where you can watch it so that you can see the interview in its entirety. Now, this young lady, Tania, that was not her first encounter with Sean Diddy Combs. She has another interview on Soft White Underbelly, wherein she, shared with us an experience wherein they were at a house, right? She was picked up by a Saudi prince, told that they were going to, I don't remember if it was Diddy's LA Miami mansion or I don't know if it was LA or Miami mansion, but I want to say it was Star Island because it was definitely Star Island. So she was picked up from her location, which is her home, and she was, at a house with some other girls. And she said, this is how you can really identify when people are trying to distract you. She said that when they were about to sex traffic the girls, they started buying them designers, and they would take them shopping and tell them that, you can pick anything you want. You can take out anything you want, which they did. But she realized that there was just way too much distractions around them. Normally they would be fed, properly, given alcohol, but the amount of food increased, the type of food increased, alcohol increased, drug increased, and all of that. So she knew it was a distraction game. If you listen to that interview, she's very smart. Now, she said that they were taken from that mansion, they were brought to Star Island, and she happened to overheard a conversation, and she saw Diddy there, she was introduced and all of that. So Sean Diddy Combs and another guy was on the phone with some other people. It sounds as though they were selling these girls based on what she said, because she said the conversation that drew her attention was when, they were saying you can have her or you can have anyone you want. So the Saudi print was like, you can have my girl or you can have any girl you want. And it was as though, they were negotiating. Is she down for that? Is she down for this? And it's like, yeah, whatever you want. And at that time, she was 13 years old, going on to 14. I absolutely kid you not. Y'all can check out that interview on Soft White Underbelly's channel for yourselves to see exactly what I'm talking about. So, when I heard Tania talking about that story, and when she came back with this, because it's not the first time I'm hearing this story from her, I was like, this girl is a flip-flopper. Why is it that her story kept changing? But lo and behold, upon watching the interview, some more, I'm realizing that Tania had an encounter with Sean Diddy and these, freak-offs more than once. That time when they tried to, ex-traffic her at the mansion, which is Diddy's Star Island mansion, she said she escaped because she did not agree to be in sex traffic, because she knows what happens to victims, women, and small people that are sex trafficked. And also, if you guys remember, Sloan told us that, as time passes, there's going to be a discovery into what Diddy's Sean John brand is all about. And she said, it's not clothing. Yeah, I know Sean John is about clothing and it should be clothing, but it's definitely not about clothing, which is given the sense that she's saying this entire thing of Sean John was just a disguise. They ship clothing from the United States to other countries, from Europe into the United States, the trailers and everything, because she did make some mention of that. So the entire Sean John brand was a scapegoat to trafficking people. It's really sick, it's really twisted, and it's really disgusting. And, I've seen people in my comment section telling me that I'm defending Diddy, and I'm wondering what crack they're smoking, and it can't be crack, because Whitney told us that crack is whack. I don't know if what they're on, those people, whatever you're on, get off of it. I'm also seeing people, saying that Sean Diddy Combs is guilty. I don't know what you mean, but they're saying Sean Diddy Combs is not guilty. Let me back up a bit. They're saying he's not guilty. The thing is that when I see those comments, it makes me so angry for people to say, he's not guilty. If they're saying that he's not guilty on XYZ case, I can understand that, because I believe that we all can see that many people used this as an opportunity to get a quick paycheck, and it's really not working for them. And you can see that the court realizes it as well, to the point where the court is saying, you know what, you guys are going to have to reveal your identity on the books, in the court dockets. Your identity have to be revealed, but you will remain anonymous to the public, and no one inside a courtroom can reveal anything. So that I understand. But for people to say that this man is innocent, I want to ask you guys, if someone had done something this horrible to Diddy, and looking at that video of Sean Diddy Combs putting hands on and feet on that tiny little girl. Cassie Ventura is so tiny, and people believe that, she wanted clout, that girl was so young. And how I know people are really sick, really twisted, and really disgusting is when people find excuse to say it's okay for what Cassie experienced because she wanted the lifestyle, right? But when we say that Jennifer Lopez should be held accountable for allegedly smuggling pew pew into a nightclub that almost took the life of an innocent woman, people want to tell us that she was very young at the time. So Cassie wasn't very young at the time, but JLo was very young, so we should let it slide because she was so young. But what happened to Cassie? Cassie bargained for that. She wasn't young and silly and nothing like that, you know. She definitely signed up for it. And this is how you know that people are really sick. People are really twisted. And I understand difference of opinions. And I understand that sometimes we have to agree to disagree. But to say that, you know, with one woman's case, it is okay. But with another, she was greedy. I don't know how you deduce that. Honestly, I don't know how you even muster up the brain power to even come up with a conclusion like that. But I'm going to say that, as I've been telling you guys, the evidence against Sean Diddy Combs, it's going to come forward. And if you notice, it's as though the people that are orchestrating his takedown, they're very strategic. They're like, if his son, you know, if any of his sons says anything like, my dad is innocent, they're like, oh yeah, you're sure about that? And then they reveal something. So the Christmas holiday is coming up. They're about to reveal something damning against him, and I cannot wait to see what it is. But are you guys ready for what they are about to reveal on Mr. Sean Diddy Combs? I want to hear from you guys. Now, while you're at it, remember, give this video a big thumbs up, share, stay safe, and see you guys later. Bye guys.